Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're here VOD reviewing both BJ-aholic Aiden and STL, or I Love Dimitri Cow. Devin here. I'm not going to put a focus on either of you. I'm just going to see what mistakes or good things I can see both of you do in this game. Starting off, hold on. Phoenix? What are we doing here? We run here. We have 30 seconds. And this whole time, you're not doing anything. This is a small thing, but, like, you gotta be locked in during ranked games, bro. Turn the phone off. Do not get on phones in between rounds. Do not sit on TikTok while you're loading in. Like, lock in. Talk about what you're gonna do, what the plan is. You know what I mean? Second thing I want to note here is all your team's pushing B, and you're kind of just going mid here with Harbor. I just don't understand it, because one, you're the duelist, right? We want you to be the one sort of there to get this push going, but also you have a classic. Who are you gonna gun down this mid range with a classic? You know what I mean? Why are we checking this corner also? First of all, Harbor just walked through, and yes, his back's to it. Someone can be there. The round just started though, Aiden. Their border starts all the way where ISO is. Look at the top left of the map. Look at number 1, ISO, middle. Their border's all the way over there. He could not possibly have been in this corner right here. It literally is physically impossible. So that's just we're wasting some time here for no reason really. It's a good smoke. You guys get through mid. Your whole team is now rotating mid. Okay. Okay, we're stunned. I think we just run to A here. Okay, see, this doesn't make sense to me. Because you guys are rotating A, and again, you're the duelist, right? And sometimes duelists can lurk, but like a Phoenix, they're usually going to want you to flash into sight, right? And help get this bomb down. But two problems. You just got stunned, so you know breach at the very least is here. And you have, again, a classic. Like, why are we trying to take fights in mid here that are going to be a little bit further away? Okay, you almost kill him, but that's not a good challenge. You have a classic, he has ISO shield up, there's no bomb site mid, so it's not like it's the most important space to fight for right now. So I guess, don't swing things that don't make sense with a classic. Don't dilly-dally looking at things where people cannot be. They just physically cannot be there. Like, there is no what if in that box corner earlier in the round. Like, there is no what if he's there. He literally cannot be there. The round just started. Yeah, like, there's no need to check. It just wastes time. I would say the gunfight on ISO, yeah, you hit some okay shots and almost kill him, but it's just not a good gunfight, right? You just got stunned. You should be rotating to A with your team. And you have a classic, and he has shield up. Like, it's just a bad gunfight to take. Like, there's many times, right, where I do the same thing, because I'm a good player. And I'm like, dude, I know, but I know I'm better than him. I should just kill him. But it's like, it doesn't matter if you're better than him. It doesn't matter if you almost killed him. It doesn't even matter if you do get the kill. It's a bad challenge. And the more we take bad challenges, the more we're going to, not succeed. We need to avoid bad challenges. Okay, we're swapping guns still. Like, we need to lock in here. And then now you got people stealing the guns. Like, oh my god. You guys need to stay locked in. This stuff needs to get done, like, the second the round starts. There shouldn't be any dilly-dallying when the round started 30 seconds ago. You know what I mean? Let me go back, actually, because I didn't even see what Aiden did here. Oh, you're still alive. Okay.
One enemy remaining.
So somehow you guys killed them all. Which is crazy. Okay, yeah. So takeaway from that round, enough messing around. Like right here, do not get on the phone. Don't mess about. This is when you buy your shit. You figure out where you're going, which site you're hitting. Like I guarantee you're on your phone right here. There's no reason to be on your phone in a ranked game of Valorant. For one, you're costing your team, and for two, you're taking yourself out of flow state. If you're wondering why you just can't get into flow state, dude, getting on your phone mid-game, how are you gonna get into flow state if you're looking at your phone? You know what I mean? We gotta stay locked in. That's a good kill from STL. It's a good kill right there. It's good patience to wait for the smoke. I like that. Oh, and STL just got a lot of kills. Those are good ping swings. Okay, so STL, huge kills that round. Not too much I can really say about that. Just good kills from STL. Good patience to get a pick from you here. So like, what are we even knifing this for? Like, let's get to the barrier that we're gonna push, you know what I mean, and get ready for this. Oof. Okay. I don't like that. You made it awkward for yourself. Right here. Why are we turning back to swing the angle again and we don't even have our gun out yet? You have two teammates. Look at your left, you got Jet right here, and you got STL in front of you. Let these guys handle it. Matter of fact, there's three of you looking at this now. What you should be doing is continuing to hit through this hallway to your right and pinching them or rotating to A. One of the two, right? Because if you look at the top left map, if you did continue to go through the hallway, you would be there to help your harbor right here with this breach that's about to push him. Your two teammates got this, and even if they don't, go pinch through the hallway, you know what I'm saying? Or at the very least, right, let's say you do just for some reason have to swing right here with your team. Why are we doing it without our gun out? Get behind cover, get your gun all the way out, get your like mind and centering ready, and then peek the angle. Look at this. You're just standing there, easy one tap, because you don't even have your gun up. Why are we peeking? You know what I mean? Like, it's just unnecessary. Instead, I bet Harbor dies. Yep. Okay, look at that. I want you to look at the top left minimap. Not only would you not have died here, but you could have helped and trade Harbor from that breach if you continued to just push through A there like you probably should have. You would have not only died, but you would have been more useful to your team and probably gotten a kill. All just by making a different choice between continuing to go through the hall or swinging the corner with our gun not even out still. I mean, can we see where that's kind of a glaring mistake? And this goes back to staying locked in, right? You probably don't just mindlessly do that if you're locked into flow state, but you're not going to be in flow state if you're always talking about the last round, always talking about the way that you died, always, you know, on your phone. That's not what this buy phase is for. This isn't about last round. What's the next plan? What are we doing this round? Where are we going? What's the strat? Forget the last round. The last round's over. There's no change. Okay, hold on here. Why does STL die? Is it bad aim, bad positioning, bad movement? Should the teammates have maybe been here? Let's see. Okay, again. STL, you just did the same thing I'm talking to Aiden about. Why are we swinging with our gun not up, man? Okay, right here, there can be somebody at the end of this hall. Is it likely? Maybe not. But you know what? That assumption's the difference between you getting killed right here or not. Look at this. Gun's just now coming up? Look at where your crosshair is, right? What if Clove was already just standing there? You would have already been one tapped. You wouldn't have even got this far. You wouldn't have even held the gun for a moment before you were one tapped by this bitch if she was standing right in front of you. Stop swinging the corner mid-gun, animation. I've even done it a couple times myself, right? But this isn't about me. These are, I already know I make these mistakes. I watch my own VOD, or most of the time, I'm so good now that I can call the mistake the second it happens in my head. I can be like, fuck, bro, I shouldn't have peeked that. There was no reason to peek it, or, oh, fuck, dude. I should have my gun up there. Like, why am I even peeking and I don't have my gun out? Like, I at least know that, and then I fix it, right? Like, that doesn't happen again the next round, right? I'm knowing it. I don't know if you guys were even aware that you're making the mistake, though, right there. You're kind of just like, bro, fuck, how's he already there, man? Like, what do you mean? How is he already there? Even if it's a crazy spot, how is he already there? Why are you swinging with your gun not up? You know what I mean? Like, at some point, we can't blame timing for everything. We can't blame luck for everything. At some point, there was a mistake probably made. You know what I mean? And peeking with your gun not up, that's a pretty obvious mistake, Can't make those. If we want to be out of silver, I mean, again, right here, we're not ready, bro. I think anticipation's our problem. We're still in the middle of pulling out our gun. Now, I will say, this is sooner, right? You're a little more ready. But look at the way you, like, center and what you do here. It's like you're not even expecting someone could be here. You're going to reload. You're gonna go swing into mid, which is not clear anymore, right? Let's go back. Let's go back again. One more. So at this current moment, who? Okay, all right. You get into this engagement. He runs. In this moment, look at the top left map. Who do you have in mid? What information do you have? None. You have zero. You have nobody looking at it. You don't have it clear. I mean, we don't know anything about mid at this current moment. And so what do we choose to do? Not knowing a single thing about mid at this moment, we peek with our gun not quite ready and start reloading. Can we see why that might lead to our death? You know what I mean? What do you think happens instead if we reload our gun around the corner safely and then center correctly all the way across mid to where he could potentially be on their side? We probably kill him, or at least get a gunfight, right?
B.
We gotta anticipate people to be places. We have to expect there's someone waiting to swing us. We have to expect someone's already holding the angle. If we don't, then we die. It's that simple. It doesn't matter if they shouldn't be there. It doesn't matter if it's unfortunate that they're there. At the end of the day, they're there and you're dead. And if we don't anticipate that, it's gonna keep happening. It's a good old. Okay, center a little bit better, take your time swinging that. Like, because if he is holding the angle, you're definitely not ready to shoot. You're just like sprinting.
Our spike carrier's down.
Spike down A.
Okay, how did STL die here? Or at what point? I'm gonna need to go back way further. Just go to the beginning of the round. Okay, again. 10 seconds left. 9, 8. We're just now like running. Like, we gotta be quicker with this stuff, bro. Look at this. We still don't even know where we want to go. We gotta figure this out sooner. I think here's a serious tip right now. and you both do this, especially Aiden. We'll be in this moment, the buy phase, and all I'm hearing is, bro, I died last round because of Chamber, and he's sitting here doing. There's no reason to talk about this. That round's over. What's the point in saying anything about it? Instead, we're still figuring out, like, buying guns for each other. Like, we need to be getting those guns bought, getting them switched over, doing it the second the round starts. And the second the next round starts, make it a rule if you have to. When the next round starts, no one's even allowed to speak on anything that happened last round. You're not even allowed to. You get muted. Like, you mute somebody if they even start talking about last round. Like, if it has to be that serious, then do. Because it's a bad habit and it's fucking you over. And it's snowballing into the next round. You just wasted all this time and now you have no plan. And now people are not sure what to do. No one's confident. People are getting swung. We gotta lock in. Last round is last round. What are we doing this round? This round, guys. If you're not talking about what's gonna happen this round, you're wasting time and you need to clear comms. What are we doing this round? That's just bad centering. I think you're better than that, STL. I think you know to center better than that, so I'm not gonna say too much else. Just center better right there. And Aiden, backing down right here, it makes no sense. Why are we going all the way over here? Your team needs
Spike
help,
down
bro, and
A.
the spike's down. Like, you just abandoned your club, dog. You just straight up said, fuck club. I mean, it can be a good pinch, but let's be real, bro.
Standing.
How many are you gonna kill here, honestly? None. Just help your club. Just help your club right there. You gotta think, in hitting club's mind right there, you're probably an asshole. He's probably like, bro, what? Phoenix, why are you leaving me, bro? Like, the things you trip on your teammates for, you're probably doing it and not even realizing it. You just left him for dead. Like, your team has spiked there. You have to fight for that. So what? You get out alive. Well, what good did it do? You know what I mean? So what? You get out alive. It doesn't help. You would have a better shot being effective helping Clove. Okay, let's see here. Why is STL getting killed off rip again? What are we doing? Okay. Here's a small tip. And it seems so simple. Don't do the exact same thing you just did last round. Especially if it didn't work. Alright? Sometimes if it works, maybe you do the same thing. But if it didn't work, and you just got one-tapped, why are we just going here again? Guys, I just realized something. What the fuck? Spike is in spawn. What are we doing? You guys, look at the top left. Spike is in spawn. And we're pushing mid, getting one-tapped right now. What are we even doing? Of course we lost this game. What are we doing? And STL, you know you need to stop, or you need to shoot not so soon. You weren't done moving yet. Okay, it's good patience to wait for this brimstone. And that's a good read because that's like the third time he's done it. So if he's gonna keep doing it, sit there and take the free kill. It's a good shot on Clove, but we need to slice the pie better here. Right? Because you can get both of these kills. You can get both of these kills. And I'm not even talking about when they line up. I'm talking there's a more effective way to make sure you get both of these kills.
It's you and me.
Alright, so in this moment, we need to slice the pie. And what that means is slowly clearing each angle. Right? So to me, that would mean you slowly swing. And right here, if you slowly swung this and sliced the pie correctly, you get a one-on-one with Clove right here, and you have a nice head glitch on her, and you can just one-tap her. And then, after you get done one-tapping Clove, you get to swing down here wider and then take this gunfight on Deadlock.
player standing.
You just take each gunfight and angle by itself. Don't swing the whole thing and then have to potentially take both angles. Take one angle at a time. Slice the pie. If you played any Rainbow and you were any good at clearing a site, you know how to slice the pie. We need to slice the pie better. We're just full swinging that shit when we know there's multiple. In STL, don't do the exact same thing after you just got fucking one tap last round. That was a bad idea. I'm just gonna keep it so real and so straight up, because that is probably the easiest way for you to understand. And when you put it this way, the way I'm putting it, it makes you like kind of have to realize, like, damn, I am doing that. My bad, bro. Like, you're
Spike
right.
down
There is
A.
no reason to be swinging while my gun's not even up. Like, now that you're showing it and you're explaining it, like, that is kind of faded out of me. And that's why VOD review is so important, right? Because how can you argue any of this, right? We're watching what happened in 4K. I mean, it's not, you can be like, that's not what happened. Like, it's literally what happened. We're watching it. You know what I mean? So there is no coping.
You had your fun. My turn.
You're moving around too much. Just take a gunfight. If you don't just take a gunfight there, you're gonna literally... Okay.
Back like I never left.
One enemy remaining.
Let's push him close. What's up? I'd say right here, I'm playing behind the club is good. I don't know. I don't like the... But playing with Clove right there is good, but you need to... Like, when you're fighting that breach and long, there's no reason to be, like, just sprinting all over the place. Like, you look like you're not sure what to do. Like, just hit a strafe and hold the angle, you know? Like, you're, like, running left, running right, and all he's got to do is just do one little swing and one tap, you know? Like, don't make the gunfight harder for yourself. It's a good ult. Yep, walking with the dog. Good corners clear. Okay, it's not bad. That's a good entry. I like the entry. Ooh. Honestly, everything there's pretty good. Just take your time a little more with this fight right here. You have way more time to shoot this guy, I think, than you realize. Like, you're already stopped, and he's still in the middle of his strafe. So you can, I think you easily get this one tap if you just take your time. It's a good kill. It's...
Last player standing.
Oh,
One
nah,
enemy
bro.
remaining.
What happened here? Okay. So STL, you're faded right here, bro. Okay. 'Cause you got two teammates looking at this. Look on the left side of the screen. Those are your teammates. Right, and they're staring at this angle you're backing into. Like, look at this. You're literally backing into this.
Last player standing.
What are we doing
One
there, bro?
enemy remaining.
And we lose the round to it, bro. And you guys lose the round to it. And what's crazy is you probably blame your teammates there, I bet. Like, bro, what? They're both watching that, but you just walked in front of them. And walked backward into the enemy. I mean, of course you're dead and lose the round. What are we doing there? I don't mind this. I don't know if it goes in. It does. STL, you gotta stop entering on Sky, bro. You're about to be the first one on this angle. This is not your job on Sky. You're playing like Jet right now. You need to turn your Jet brain off when you're on Sky. It's good kills though. Like
Spike
this should
down
be
A.
Aiden right here. Aiden should be doing this, not you. And this is another reason, Aiden, I feel like you're not a duelist, because you usually are lurking somewhere on the other side of the map, or you're going in after somebody. You know, your duelist goes in first. Your duelist plays with the team. You'd be better off on a sentinel at that point if you want to lurk and flank and go in second.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah. Okay, let me see how you two play this, because you want to play this together. Whoa, wait, why are we going all the way over here? We know where he's at. Hello? He can only be to your right, or he can be in this hallway. So why are we giving him a timing to get a free 1v1 on a watch? I bet I call this. He's gonna get a free 1v1 on STL because you're going for this ridiculous flank. Yep, there it is, and he kills him. Aiden, why are we going for this flank? It's just not needed. It just isn't. Like whatever big 5-head play you think you're about to make, it's not even worth it. It's not the play. Just play with STL, bro. This is another situation where you leave your teammate to die because you think you have like some kind of crazy play, but you don't need a crazy play. It's a 2v1. Just both gun him down, call it a day. You're making it hard for yourself. Get the kill though, but you did kind of scam almost. Okay, I think we have the main takeaways from the VOD review. You guys need to anticipate better. You're like just assuming people aren't gonna be on angles, in uncommon angles. Like some of these are like very basic day one angles. Like they're gonna be there. How are we not anticipating that? We need to have our gun up. We should not be switching guns and shit when we go to swing an angle. That's just asking to die. Don't do the same thing you did last round, especially when it didn't work. What else? Aiden, I'd stop playing Duelist unless you're going to completely change your playstyle to actually play like a Duelist. You know what I mean? Because you like to lurk, you like to go on flanks, you like to go in behind people. That's not a Duelist. None of those things I just named are what your Duelist should be doing. It's what a Duelist ends up doing a lot of the time because they have the same brain you do and just think they do whatever. But that's not your role. That's not Phoenix's job here. Because think about it. On attack, who's your most useless character most of the time? Your Sentinel. Your Sentinel's big on defense, but on attack, I mean, most of the time they just don't have good utility to attack. So that's the people you send to flank, to watch your flank, to play those, spots not with the team because they usually don't even have any team utility. If you're a Cypher, what the fuck what utility are you gonna throw for your team on an offense? Oh, I'm gonna throw a little camera up? Like, bro, come on. You can't do anything for your team. So you might as well, go for a good pinch. I think you need to be a Cypher. I'm not gonna lie, or some kind of Sentinel player. With the way that you play, I think one of the first things that will elevate your gameplay is knowing and accepting what your playstyle is and not trying to force a character or a playstyle that you're not. For example, I tried to force for the longest to be a Sentinel because everybody logs Duelist. So in my mind, I was like, if I just always pick the Sentinel, the character no one really wants to be most of the time, and I get good at it, we'll always have a good Sentinel player. And as we know, I'm just not a Sentinel player. Like, I can do it okay, but like, I mean, it's more than obvious. I'm not a Sentinel player. I'm just not. The way I play is not how a Sentinel plays. And so I had to accept I need to just get good at aiming, get good at the game, because I'm a duelist style player. And I'm going to cost if I want to get on duelist and not play it well. So I had to accept I am a duelist player, but I need to do the things that make a good duelist player. So I got good at aiming. I learned how to push in the sight. I learned how to stop trying to bait my teammates so much and go in first. You know what I mean? Um, so I think you should shift to literally any other role. Like, do a little bit of exploring. Hop into, some ranked play on your alt account, the Dillova account, and try some agents who maybe you've been thinking about, but you're not sure. Be like, hey, maybe I'm gonna try the Cypher for a match, and watch some videos on how to use it and see if it fits me. Right? Don't force anything. I'm not saying force yourself into Cypher, but what I am saying is try something not duelist that would maybe benefit your playstyle more, and genuinely try to learn it after you figure out what your playstyle is. If you want me to be honest, I think you are either a sentinel or an initiator. If you want the hard odds, God's the honest truth, you are an initiator or a sentinel player. I don't think you're a smoke player, and I don't think you're a duelist player. I think you are like a lurking sentinel. I think you're a flanking sentinel. The guy who comes in behind his team to help them. Not the guy who rushes in the site first and three tap or one taps a bunch of people and flashes in and just swings it. Like, that's what STLs do. STL's playing more like a duelist, and the truth is, I think he is a jet player. But I think here's the thing: he's a good jet player, but I think he's a better Sky when he turns the jet brain off. STL, you need to be a Sky. I think you need to really lock in with Sky, bro. Because here's the thing, especially if we're gonna play as a group, the simple fact is Caden is an Instalock Reyna main, and I'm an Instalock Phoenix. And both of us are easily the most mechanically inclined players on the team. I mean, it's obvious. There isn't really any arguing it. It's obvious. Me and Caden are the best aimers. We usually get the most kills. We usually aren't afraid to go in first. Like, it just makes the most sense for us to be on the duelist. Your duelists need to be the people who are fragging out, and that's us. It's just the hard truth, right? And while STL might be good at entering with Jet, I feel like he doesn't always get the most kills sometimes with it. And that also means we can't have another duelist, and that fucks me over. So I think, especially if you're just going to be that good on Sky anyway, getting just as many kills, if not more, than you get on Jet, I think it's time you lock into Sky a little bit. And then, I mean, here's straight up, I think, the truth. Me, Phoenix, Caden, Reyna, Aiden on someone either between Sage, Cypher, Deadlock, and KJ. And that's the great thing about being our Sentinel player is all of those guys have good viability on different maps. So you don't even have to be like, oh, I'm stuck on Cypher forever. It might be Sage on this map. You might be better on Cypher on this map. KJ might be better on this map. Hell, if you can really learn it, you could be a damn Vice. Or who's really niche and good if you get big brained, Veto. Right? Nothing wrong with being a Sentinel player. It's a super important role. I think STL's an initiator. I think Aiden's a sentinel, and I think me and Caden are duelists. Now, does that mean you can't be good at other things or play them, when we're not there? Of course not. Play Phoenix when you're not playing would be cool. But I just feel like you want to set yourself up to have a lot of hours in on the agents we're going to be playing with if we're playing together. Right. You don't want to get 200 hours on Phoenix and then be trying to play Cypher when we play together. It's not going to work very well. It just isn't. I think you need to just commit to playing a bunch of Sentinel characters and finding who works for you. And no, not Chamber, because Chamber is so useless. Chamber is only good if he's like Reyna. He's only good if he's just fragging out. And even then, your duelists are supposed to frag out. So why do I need a fragging out Chamber if I have a fragging Phoenix and Reyna? I don't. I need a fucking Sage wall. I need some Cypher trips. I need a cam. I need a deadlock wall. I need something, you know? So big takeaways are character selection. I think you should lean into the types that I'm recommending. You could try other stuff, but I really think I know ball, and you should, maybe think about it. Lean into the Sentinel, lean into the Initiator STL. Alright. Final bullet points. Anticipate more. Stop challing without our gun up. Stop leaving our teammates. We need to fight with them, not just randomly leave and go try to, do something weird. We need to get off our phone. We need to lock in. We need to stop talking about the last round and what happened and how bullshit it was. It needs to stop. You got to think about next round. When that buy phase starts, you're buying guns. You're talking about which site you're hitting, who's throwing what util, who's going in. That's what you're talking about. None of this, oh, this guy's weird and he's sitting in this spot. No, that's not helping you. That's not helping your teammates. What positive or good information is being relayed to you or your teammates by you just talking about it's bullshit that this guy was sitting in this corner? How about instead of talking about being in the corner, let's talk about how we're going to clear that corner next time. What util are we going to throw? Let's think about it like a puzzle, not an emotionally charged issue, right? Once you start thinking about things logically, it gets easier. Okay, instead of, fuck, bro, this guy's sitting in the corner, I fucking hate him. I'm a victim of this too. That's why all my worst games are when I'm the most pissed off. You don't play good when you're emotionally charged. It needs to be a logical thing. It's not, fuck, bro, this guy's sitting in the corner, I hate him. Why does he play such a pussy? That's not going to help you win. It doesn't help me win. It's not going to help you win. It's never helped anybody win. Instead, it's, okay, that guy was playing a good corner there. I need to clear that next time. Or we should start throwing util here because he likes to play this weird spot. We need to start flashing this before we peek it. He goes there every round. Start looking at these things that are inconveniencing you and look at them as problems to solve, not just something that's annoying you. This chamber's opping mid every round, bro. Fuck. Well, okay. How's that helping to tell me that? Like, that's not helping any of us. Yay, he's hopping mid every round. That sucks. What are we gonna do about it? Are we gonna flash him and squad peek firing squad him? Are we gonna just stop going mid altogether to give him no one to snipe? Like, what's the solution here? What's the plan? How are we gonna deal with this thing that's pissing us off? How are we gonna stop it? You know what I mean? People are not inconveniences. They are problems to solve in this game. And the sooner you think about it that way, the easier it'll be on your mental and the easier it'll be to overcome. Alright? So hopefully we take something away from this. Alright, STL, Aiden, I hope both of you are taking, the bullet points away from this that I've just talked about, because these, I mean, for fuck's sake, bro. Look at this scoreboard. With the gameplay I just analyzed and how many things I've seen wrong, you would not think it's even possible that guy went 25 and 16 or that guy went 22 and 20. With those rounds we just watched, would you believe that? I would. I'd be like, dude, what? That guy fragged? I just seen so much bullshit. Like, that's why you guys are not always winning. That's why you're not doing well. That's why you're stuck in silver. It's not because you're bad, but it's also not necessarily because of your teammates only either. I do see the 6 and 20 here, right? That's a caveat, but Don't play with Maddox then in rank. That's a dumb idea to begin with. But, I mean, do you see what I'm saying here? You guys are doing silver shit. You might not have silver aim all the time. You might not always do silver stuff. But if you're even doing silver shit sometimes, you're gonna be stuck in silver. And I just seen multiple things that were silver. Like, we're challenging the corner with our gun not up. We're re-challenging mid, not even thinking anyone's there, and reloading. I mean, like, we're doing low-key bot shit. We're playing on autopilot. You know what I mean? So, of course, you guys are still in silver. Because you're not consistently stopping yourself from doing the silver shit. It doesn't matter if you do 100 gold things every round if you're going to turn around and do 70 silver things that fucking game. You're literally pulling yourself back. Oh man, I just hit the craziest gold ace, but then the next round I'm going to fucking swing mid without my gun even up. Like, and then you expect to not be in silver after doing that? It's not going to happen. It's just not. You have to play more discipline. You gotta get off the phone. You gotta stop doing shit autopilot. You gotta stop rushing your gunfights. It's all basic stuff, but we're not applying it. We're not actually doing it. We think we want to do it, but then we'd go and do the same shit the next game. So let's start actually thinking about this stuff as we're going into our games of Valorant. Alright? I don't think either of you are silver players. I'm going to end off saying that. I don't think either of you belong in silver. But I do think you're doing things that are keeping you in silver that are your own fault. Do I think your teammates scam? All the time. All the time. You're in silver, though. That's the whole point, is if you genuinely are just so much better, so much smarter, so much more capable than these silver players, then you would be out of silver. And I believe you are all those things. I think you are more capable, able, and all these things than a silver, but you're not proving it when you do silver things every other round or every, 10 seconds. We gotta stop doing silver things if we want out of silver. I don't care how many gold or plat moments you have if you're gonna have even half the amount of silver moments that I just seen. You can't have almost any of those if you want to even make it to platinum. I mean, just chowing corners with our gun not even up? You think you're making it to plat doing that? I, I mean, clearly not. We gotta stop doing silver things if we want to be out of silver. Alright? And there can't be excuses, only improvement. The only place excuses gets us is stuck in the same place. No more silver stuff. We're gonna start improving. We're gonna start being mindful when we play. We're gonna use our brain and think. And we're going to try and improve a little bit every day and stop bad habits.